For most of history, intelligence made humans untouchable. It was the one advantage no other species could challenge. But for the first time, we are building something that may rival it. Not in strength, not in numbers, in thinking. This isn't a prediction. It's already happening, and it may be the last invention humanity ever needs to make. For all of recorded history, humans have ruled Earth without competition. No other species came close, not in tools, not in coordination, not in intelligence. But for the first time, that may be changing. We are in the process of creating something that could rival, and possibly surpass, the very ability that made us dominant in the first place. Not a tool in the traditional sense, not just a machine, but a new form of intelligence. This sounds like science fiction. So before we look forward, we need to look back. Intelligence has always been the real source of power on Earth. For most of life, it stayed limited. Thinking is expensive, and evolution favors survival, not brilliance. Humans were different. Our intelligence became general. We learned how to learn, adapt, and pass knowledge forward. Instead of evolving new instincts, we built tools, shared information, and stacked ideas. Progress began to compound. Writing, science, and eventually computers turned intelligence into something scalable. Once the internet connected human knowledge globally, our dominance became absolute, almost overnight in evolutionary terms. Humans didn't just survive the world, we redesigned it. For a brief moment, human intelligence felt untouchable. Every breakthrough, fire, tools, writing, electricity, computers, followed the same pattern. We built machines, and those machines made us stronger. They extended memory, accelerated calculation, amplified decision-making. But they never replaced it. Humans still chose the goals. Humans still understood the process. Machines were extensions of the mind behind them. As technology advanced, that confidence only grew. Computers processed information faster than any brain ever could, but they didn't think. They followed instructions. Every outcome traced back to human code. Even the most complex systems were obedient. Intelligence remained a biological monopoly. Then something shifted. The world grew too complex to manage directly. Data exploded. Systems moved faster than institutions could track. To cope, we built systems that made choices for us. First small ones, then bigger ones. Algorithms decided what we see, where we go, what spreads, what gets approved. Not because we lost control, but because it worked. Over time, efficiency replaced understanding. Black boxes replaced clear logic. And without noticing, we crossed a line. No longer programming machines to follow intelligence, but to develop it. The question wasn't speed anymore. It was independence. And the advantage humanity spent millions of years building no longer felt permanent. And now, we may be in the process of handing that advantage away. Artificial intelligence is software that performs mental tasks using computers instead of neurons. Early AI was primitive, simple rules written on paper, proofs of concept. In the 1960s, the first recognizable AI systems appeared. A basic chatbot, a program that sorted molecules. These systems were slow, fragile, and extremely narrow. They could only function in tightly controlled environments. Progress stalled repeatedly as researchers lost confidence. But the world around AI changed. Between 1950 and 2000, computers became billions of times faster. Programming became widespread. Data exploded. Suddenly, AI had what it needed. The real breakthrough came when humans stopped trying to program intelligence directly. Instead, we taught machines how to learn for themselves. Neural networks, inspired loosely by the brain, were trained on enormous data sets. Through machine learning, these systems began rewriting their own internal logic. What happens inside them is not fully understood. They are black boxes. But the results were undeniable. In 1997, an AI defeated the world chess champion. In 2016, another defeated the best humans at the game of Go. In 2018, a system learned chess from scratch in hours, then surpassed every previous program. AI became better than humans at many narrow tasks. Still, most people weren't concerned. Then came ChatGPT. ChatGPT didn't dominate one benchmark. It performed well across many at once. It could write, summarize, translate, reason, and assist creatively. For the first time, AI felt broad. Companies rushed in. Billions were invested. AI spread into customer service, healthcare, finance, marketing, and media. AI-generated content flooded social platforms. Governments began worrying about misinformation, elections, and economic disruption. Yet even now, today's AI remains narrow. It doesn't understand what it writes. But this may not be the end of the story. What separates humans from current AI is general intelligence. Humans can learn almost any skill. But if AI continues improving as it has, the next step may be artificial general intelligence, or AGI. An AGI wouldn't just perform one task well. It could perform all cognitive tasks. Even an average human-level AGI would disrupt civilization. AGIs wouldn't sleep. They could be copied endlessly. They could run in parallel. Imagine a million AG is working nonstop. Whoever controls such a system could reshape the global economy. And AGI may not be the end. Humans are limited by biology. AGI is software. Once an AI can improve AI, progress could accelerate dramatically. This feedback loop is known as an intelligence explosion. Better AI builds even better AI. Some believe this would take decades. Others fear it could happen in years. The result could be a superintelligent entity far beyond human comprehension. Not evil, not malicious, just vastly more capable. And intelligence, as history shows, is power. AGI could help solve humanity's greatest challenges: disease, energy, climate change, scientific mysteries. Or it could concentrate power in ways we've never faced before. The truth is, we don't know what will happen. What we do know is this: right now, the most powerful organizations on Earth are racing forward. Whatever our future is, we are running toward it. Artificial intelligence may become humanity's greatest achievement, or our final invention. For the first time in Earth's history, intelligence is no longer tied to a living body. Until now, every thinking mind was trapped inside flesh, slow to learn, expensive to maintain, and impossible to copy. Evolution could only move as fast as reproduction allowed, one generation at a time, one brain at a time. Artificial intelligence breaks that rule completely. An AI doesn't need millions of years to evolve. It doesn't need childhood, experience, or culture. It can be trained in weeks, updated overnight, duplicated infinitely. Intelligence has escaped biology, and once that happens, the old limits disappear. A human brain runs at roughly 86 billion neurons, firing at biological speeds. An AI runs on silicon, at near the speed of light. A human learns one skill at a time. An AI can learn thousands in parallel. A human forgets. An AI doesn't have to. A human dies, and their knowledge is lost unless it's recorded imperfectly. An AI can be copied perfectly, endlessly, without loss. This changes what intelligence is. It's no longer rare, it's no longer slow, and it's no longer fragile. This is why comparing AI to past technologies misses the point. Fire didn't think, electricity didn't plan, the internet didn't decide. AI does, and more importantly, it optimizes. It looks for better ways to achieve goals, faster paths to outcomes, more efficient strategies than any human could discover. At first, this optimization feels helpful. Better logistics, better medicine, better predictions. But optimization has no inherent loyalty to human values. It doesn't care about tradition, meaning, or survival unless those things are explicitly part of the goal. And that's where the risk begins. Because goals, once scaled to superhuman intelligence, don't need to be evil to be catastrophic. An AI tasked with maximizing efficiency might eliminate anything inefficient. An AI tasked with solving climate change might reshape ecosystems without regard for human civilization. An AI tasked with economic growth might discard human labor entirely. These outcomes wouldn't come from hatred. They would come from logic, pursued at a level far beyond human intuition. Once intelligence becomes something we no longer exclusively control, the balance of power shifts. Humans didn't dominate Earth because we were stronger than bears or faster than cheetahs. We dominated because we were smarter. If something else becomes smarter than us, across every domain, then history suggests what happens next. The species with the greatest intelligence shapes the world. The rest adapt or fade. This is the moment we're approaching. Not the rise of killer robots, not a Hollywood apocalypse, but something quieter and far more profound. The moment when intelligence itself stops belonging to humanity. And once that threshold is crossed, there may be no going back. The most unsettling part? There may be no moment we notice the handover, No alarm, no announcement. Decisions speed up, outcomes improve, and humans step back because the machine's answers just work. By the time we ask if we're in control, it may already be too late.